At this time, I'd love to thank all of the small people I had to step on to get here, and all of the big people I had to suck up to receive this award. Thank you all. Thank you. Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Songwriter ShayGenre, and I am in my beautiful award attire. Yes, award attire. God. Today we're going to be talking to you guys about awards. I know you just say no Grammys. The Grammys. They were amazing, right? So I wanted to put on my beautiful Grammy attire to look nice and award-winning-ish for you. So we can talk about accolades. And should we even give a fuck? Should we give a fuck? Should we care about accolades? Should we want awards? Should we want our peers to praise us and tell us how wonderful we are? Should we desire that? Okay, so we're gonna get right into it. Talking about accolades and awards. Songwriter ShayGenre. Okay, you guys, so we want to talk today about accolades and awards. Like us as background people, songwriters, producers, engineers, like we're not really in the forefront of this music creation situation. We're in the back. We're behind the scenes. We're not as known as the artist. So there's a lot of times where we don't really get credit for the emotion and thought and energy and just everything that we put into a track, because it's not really our track. It's like we're not the face of it. This artist or whoever is the face of the track. So we don't really get any recognition. Sometimes, you know, sometimes it be like that. Should we care though? Should we be upset? Should we want recognition? Should we want to be known? Should we want people to know that we did this music, that we, you know, contributed to this music? Or should we just want to be praised for it and should we want some accolades? I don't feel like anybody who do anything that they do should not get some type of praise regarding it. So if I'm sitting down creating a song, spending hours engineering a song, creating a beat, yeah, I think you should get it. Now that's another question though. Should we get awards and should we care about them? Two different questions. Should we get them or should we care about them? Yes, I do think that we should definitely get them. I mean, anybody who does anything great should, you know, receive an accolade or praise for what they're doing. That's wonderful, right? But should we care? Should we care? Should we care? In the music industry, there are thousands of us. Thousands of us. I heard a statistic the other day that I think there was like 62 or 21,000 or 62,000 songs that was submitted on iTunes last year, and out of those, like 10 other ones that's on the Billboard charts and stuff like that. So it's a lot of music. There's a lot of people doing it, and everybody's not gonna get the recognition that they feel like they want, need, or deserve. It just is what it is, and you're not. Yeah, it just is what it is. Everybody's not gonna get it. It's not nice. It's messed up, but nope, everybody's not gonna get it. You know, I know a lot of people are upset about certain people being nominated for Grammys because they feel like, oh, they don't need it. They don't need one. They got this. They good. They good. Or try to reach your epitome of success. Try to get to your plateau, so that can be you. You know, I used to like back in like I think it was 2008, and I started fucking with Sirius Radio, and I used to really like Sirius Radio because they played like B-side album songs. Like they played those songs on the album that you never hear on the commercial radio. They played those songs on the album that you be thirsty to hear. Like you be wanting to hear them joints, and it was like, oh, just cool to hear like them type of music. And I like that about Sirius Radio. Besides the talk, I like that they talk a lot, but they don't just play like top 500 songs. I do feel like there's a lot of music out there that is very good, and I do like the mainstream music that is out there too. But after 3-4 months, you do get used to hearing the mainstream music. You just do. Yeah, but after 2-3 months, you just get used to hearing the mainstream music. You know, you just do. So I would appreciate more of a variety out there of playing a lot more different artists and stuff like that. That's why one of the great things I like about this new streaming, the streaming situation is playlists. Yeah, so you learn a lot of different music, and I don't think all of the music is like, you know, circulated out there and stuff like that. And then let's talk about the different people involved. Like, I feel like just in the last, you know, decade, maybe less, they started really giving recognition to the producers. Like you will see music videos at the bottom, like who it was produced with and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, growing up, I didn't see that. You know what I'm saying? We don't know who made the beat or nothing like that unless the producer was trying to have their own face, like a Swiss Beats, because Swiss Beats is in the videos. He's out there, he's showing you, I'm Swiss Beats, I do the beats, like, you know. So, but a lot of other producers didn't do things like that, and you didn't know who they were, and you know, they just did this beat. So they started to give them a little more recognition. But there's like people involved in the situation that still don't get a lot of recognition. Songwriters. You don't really know a lot of songwriters. You don't really know who wrote what song, and because whatever artist that you like is singing the song, you kind of just feel like it's their song. Now, me personally, I don't really give a fuck about that, because as long as the check say my name, I don't really care if you guys are upset about something else, but you know, as long as the check say my name, you know. But I can get why some songwriters would feel away about that. That's why a lot of songwriters are singers as well. And maybe that's why I don't care, because I can't sing. So I know that this is not something I could do myself or whatever. I know I need a singer to convey my message. But sometimes you write a song that's very personal. And it's about a guy that you like, or a girl that you like, or somebody that died in your family or something like that. And you do be kind of wishing like niggas knew it was you. You know what I'm saying? Like I wish people knew that it was me. That I wrote that. You know, that's not, you know, Sierra track. That's my track. Like, you know. So sometimes like that you can feel away. And like look at the person like the engineer. Engineers do a lot of work, y'all. They make that voice and that beat become one. You know, it's like a peanut butter and a jelly. The engineer is the one that actually puts them together and make it a sandwich. Like it would just be a bread with peanut butter and a bread with some jelly if it wasn't for an engineer. You know, I really appreciate engineers. I do, because doing music for as long as I've been doing it, I've had experiences with not so good engineers. So when I meet one that's good at what he does, and not even good, okay, because I want my engineer to be technical, but I also want them to give a fuck. You know, I want them to be involved in the track and tell me if they like it, they hate it, they want to fix something, whatever. I want them to be involved in it. I want them to do, you know. So, and I feel like that's a good engineer to me. A one that's giving, you know, some insight, as well as he's good when it comes to, you know, his electronics and making sure that he's getting everything to sound as cohesive as possible. But they don't give me recognition. I mean, maybe, I don't know. Tell me if there is, but I don't think there's an engineer award. You know, probably definitely not a show, but is there some type of ceremony for them? I really hope there is, because they definitely deserve it. But these people in the background, songwriters, producers, engineers, nope, we're not really given, you know, the accolade as the singer. And it's like up in the air. I'm not upset about that, because the singers put in work. I'm not going on tour every night. I'm just not. I'm not starving myself to have the perfect body and, you know, be this perfect image. Like, each person doing what they want to do for a reason. You know what I'm saying? And that's what, you know, the artist is interested in that. That's why they are the artists. But accolades, in my opinion, are important because they fuel you. They keep you going with knowing that you're doing something correctly, that you're doing something right and you're on the right path. Anytime somebody say, oh, that's great, and it's a person of a stature that has gotten where you want to be, or somewhat, it just makes you feel accomplished. It makes you feel like you're on the right path. You're doing the right thing. You know, sometimes some people feel like they don't even care about getting an award as long as the people fuck with them. And in my opinion, that's an award in itself. Hearing your song on the radio, going to the club and hearing everybody sing your song, like, that's your Grammy moment, you know? Like, oh, yeah, they loving my shit. Like, those are my words. Like, that's amazing, you know? But I do believe that everybody needs to be told that they've done a good job, and they're doing a good job, and, you know, an accolade is amazing. Like, I personally want to be an EGOT. Yes. I want an Emmy, a Grammy, an Oscar, and a Tony Award. Yes, I do. But, I would love to receive those awards, you know. It makes you proud of yourself, because you put a lot of work in what you do. You sacrifice a lot to do what you do. Just like being an actor or any other, you know, type of situation or some entrepreneurship. You're putting in a lot. And an award is just like, oh my God, I made it. Oh my God, I'm done. Oh my God, this was a good idea for me to do. It makes you feel confident that you moved in the right direction of your life, you know. It just does. It just does. It just does. It's like in school when you are working on a test or something and they come and give you a little smiley face on your test. You feel good about that smiley face, right? You don't want a frowny face. You don't want red pen. You know, anything that's praising and telling you that you're doing a good job, we you want, you know, it's nothing wrong with that. We're human. We would like to receive accolades. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. So some people want to try to say, man, that shit don't mean nothing. It's all about the numbers. As long as I'm doing good on the numbers, it don't matter. That's your accolade in itself sometimes as well, you know. No, I don't think that anybody would not want to receive a Grammy, especially in this music. You do music, you've been doing it for years, you would love to receive it. Don't even act like you wouldn't, you know. But we might not all get there because, like I said before, thousands of songs are submitted a year and only like 10 to 20 is the main songs that everybody listening to and stuff like that. So you just got to put your head down and work. And hopefully once you got your head down like this and they called, and the winner is ShayGenre. Like, you know what I'm saying? But now think about it. Put your head down and work till you're not thinking about, oh, I'm gonna get an award for this, nothing like that. Just work. Just work. And you know, you can aspire for it. Like I tell myself every other day, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna be an EGOT. I'm gonna get a Grammy. I'm gonna do, you know, you push yourself towards that goal, of course, but don't focus on it. Don't focus on it, and don't do what you do for that. Like, I'm doing this so they can all say it's great. That's not really gonna work, you know. Like, don't do it just for that. So I think that we definitely should care about accolades. They propel us to keep going stronger, to keep going harder. They make you feel like you made the correct decision by doing, you know, what you're doing, because, you know, you just received an award for it. Whether it's anything, you could be 30 years working at MTA and they give you an award for that. You about to retire. You like, damn, you know, this shit wasn't not worth it. You know, I was able to support my family. I was able to work all of these years, and I have all these colleagues, and my bosses telling me that they felt like I did a great job, and I've aided to the company. So that's like the biggest achievement in with music, like aiding to the industry. Like I put something in there too. Like, you know what I'm saying? And this huge vault of music that we've been doing for all of these years, I added to that. I'm a part of that, you know? And I think that anything you do, I keep saying it, anything you do, you want to receive praise for. If you're a garbage man, you want to be told, like, you know, you're always on time, Everybody likes to be told that they're great, you know, and especially at what they do and what they're passionate about. You want to be told you're great. I don't think we should rush awards. You shouldn't rush them. Like I said before, you gotta just be patient and wait for your time. Don't rush them, and don't be bitter about things either. Like, you see someone receiving an award that you may feel like they don't deserve or something like that. Know your time is coming, and be very confident in your time coming, and that will propel you enough. Like, you know, like, I know it's coming, and when you know something, you relax. And you have to know it. You have to feel it inside. Like, I'm doing everything I can do. I know I'm gonna get what I want. I know I'm gonna get what I need. I know it because I deserve it, because I'm working very hard for it, and I'm talented enough to, you know, receive that, you know. And, you know, don't just think like, oh, I'm a rapper, I should get it. Like, it takes work to be great. It takes work to get noticed. It takes work to receive an accolade. It does. But once you put in that work to be the best rapper you could possibly be, and, you know, you put in that work to get your music heard as much as you can, like, it would not feel the same. I know you've heard this 100 times, but if you could just do it and get an award for it immediately, it would not mean nothing. That's why Grammy night is such a big night for these people, because everything has led up to this moment. Everything. Like, me doing this video right now has led up to my first moment when I'm invited, you know, to the Grammys, when I'm asked to come. Like, everything that has, you know, a video I've done, a song I've written, 4 a.m. in the studio, meeting a singer, going to a showcase, no matter what, it is all a part of my journey. So this is why when they finally get up on that stage, they can't help but cry, because it's like you just died and came back to life, because your whole world just flashed before you. Everything I'm giving to this, everything I've done to get right to this freaking moment right here. Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. And that enough alone should fill you with an energy that makes you keep going, that makes you believe that you're gonna get it. Because just thinking about that, like, you know, like, imagine putting so much work in and you finally get what you were working for. Like, oh my God, what's better than that? Nothing's better than that, in my opinion. Nothing's better than that. Ain't nothing messing with that. to feel like I've done it. You know, that's why and this is why it's a part of the journey. Like, I don't want my Grammy today. I don't want it tomorrow. Nah, I don't want it next week. You know what I'm saying? I've been working on music for some years now. I feel like I'm in a good position right now where I am continuing to, you know, do great, and it feel good to know that it's coming. It's coming. It wouldn't feel as good if they just called me tomorrow and say, "Oh, you coming?" I'm like, no, do I really deserve it yet? Do I really deserve it yet? Have I really turned nothing into something yet? You know? So it's a part of the plight. Look at a girl like SZA, man. SZA been working in music for years. Nobody knew who she was, what she was doing. You know, like, look at that. I mean, this girl been putting in work for a very long time. A very long time. And as soon as she put out the first album, amazing. Fucking amazing. Amazing. I think this was the second album, but the first one that we all known about, amazing. Immediately mad Grammy nomination. Could you imagine what her music was 5 years from now? Probably wasn't nowhere near where it is right now. Her Grammy moment could have been 5 years ago, but it wouldn't have meant nowhere near as much as it means right now. All the things that she's been through in the last years to get to her here. Like, come on. Like, sometimes we have to be, like they say, live in the moment. You have to be okay with the moment and relish in the moment and be excited about the moment, because the moment is gonna get me to the prize, yo. It's gonna get me to the prize. All of them fucking nights and Marcy projects and Jay-Z risking his life doing drug deals and sales and, you know, putting up money for shit that he didn't know if it's gonna work or not. Look, it all worked out for him. It all worked out for him. And I'm sure there were many nights where he didn't believe and he wasn't sure. And you know what I'm saying? Like, it all worked out for him. I'm sure there was, everybody knows there's a million people telling him he can't do it. Yo, you a drug dealer. Oh, you from Brooklyn. Oh, you from the projects. And then living in a situation like that. I'm growing up in the projects. Maybe I don't feel like I could be the first black billionaire or something like that. Like, come on. You have to have that euphoria. And you got to know that these accolades are coming. Because they are. If you're working hard to make yourself as best as you could be. If you're not stopping it and you are trying to you just never stop trying. You're going to get what you need. You're going to get where you're supposed to be. You're going to get what you want. You definitely are. You definitely are. It's no reason in the world why you shouldn't. It's no reason in the world why you shouldn't. So I definitely think we should care about accolades, because they definitely help us in the sense of continuing to strive, and it's a realization that you finally got where you want to be, and it's just a very comforting feeling. It's just a very comforting feeling. Like I said, in any other genre, people want to be told that they're doing good at their job. So in music, of course, I think that we should all want to be told that. Especially these behind the scene people. That's the only thing I feel in somewhat of a way about with the awards. I don't think like the people in the behind the scenes get as much recognition as they should. So yes, guys, let's continue to work hard. Let's continue to put that work in, and hopefully we'll receive our accolades very soon. Very soon. And when they come, they'll be just deserved, because we'll deserve them. So thank you guys for watching. All right, I'll see you soon with another video.